My name is Weiss Sakhizada. Yeah, I live in America, but I'm an Afghan, and I feel like a lot of my culture is like accommodating people, like giving the shirts off our back even if we have little, so I want to kind of express that more so. Like when people come in here, I want it to be like I'm accommodating them, like I'm welcoming them into my home. My parents immigrated, they're refugees, so navigating growing up, I had working class parents. My father worked like 7 days a week, so my father was actually a martial artist himself, so he did like jiu-jitsu in Afghanistan. It was something that like, we bonded like when I was a kid. So I was always passionate about martial arts. I really wasn't able to afford it until I got older and started working. So I started doing kickboxing when I was like 20 years old. I did that for like about a year. I wasn't too crazy about it. And then a buddy of mine that I used to kickbox with told me about a gym nearby to check out, and I checked it out, and I fell in love with jiu-jitsu my first day there. Sucker Free started, I was teaching at a UFC gym at the time, and I knew that, that was gonna come to an end one day, and I was like, hey, I gotta open a gym, I gotta figure out what I would do. So that was kind of where I met my business partner. At the end of the work shift, we would like kind of like chill in the parking lot, just discuss like what we would do differently, how we would run a gym, opposed to like how everybody else was like running a gym. Jiu-jitsu was like very tribal. Like you would go to a gym, they would feel like they could control you as to where you can train. So like when we first started the gym, we wanted to have a gym where like, people didn't feel like they needed to like have that cult-like atmosphere where they needed to like, hide from their instructor and hide where they were training outside the gym. So I never cared about that, people are free to like train wherever they wanted to. I never bought into that, I just loved martial arts for what it was. I didn't like look at it as like a power position like most people I feel like do, where like they feel like their influence goes beyond the training room, where they feel like they can like sun you. And I never wanted to sun anyone. I wanted to always build people up and give them the benefits of jiu-jitsu. I feel like a lot of gyms will try to say that like, they're not all about politics, but I think everybody is going to be about politics, even if they say they don't. Everybody's going to teach you their ideology, and I'm a Marxist-Leninist. I run my gym on my ideals, and I think that's, for me, I think that's what's right. I want marginalized people. I want all sorts of people to feel comfortable coming in to train and knowing that their safety is valued and prioritized. I would say most martial arts gyms, most jiu-jitsu gyms are very reactionary, very right-wing. And it comes in different levels. You go to the average gym, you'll see like a lot of these gyms, cater to like law enforcement, and that's just not what I do here. I cater to the people. I run a gym for the people, you know. I just, a little by little, yeah. Like I would say it's a combination of my culture, my ideology. I wanted to create like an art studio feel, not like every other gym that's like super aggressive. You walk in there, you'll see like a coach's fucking certificates and they're like medals and shit. And I want it to be about my culture, but I don't necessarily want to make it about me. I want to make it for the people. The mission statement is, you will come in here, you will be valued as a person, no matter who you are, and you will learn martial arts from an instructor that genuinely cares about you and your well-being. And just because it's an inclusive gym doesn't mean we're soft. We train really hard.